Hey guys, Greg Ludo here at Clockwork Drummer. Alright! So today I want to do a little intro on my Buddy Rich videos that I did, like the Spirit solo stuff that I did in the spirit of Buddy Rich. I mean, there'll never be another Buddy Rich. Probably one of the greatest drummers that ever lived. We all know that. And true genius. And what I got from Buddy when I was a kid was the emotional content that I always heard. I think a lot of guys miss that when they try to copy him, that emotional content and the stuff that he created. And I think every drummer that's ever lived has copied in some form or another and done some great things with it. And I think that Buddy would have loved that. You know, I know personal people that went on the road with, that I'm friends with, that went on the road with him and set up his drums that he loved. He loved Tony. He loved Elvin Jones. I don't think he really went crazy over people that copied him literally copied him and tried to, because they never achieved to do what he could do. So the emotional content and the imagination was absolutely incredible to me when I first heard him. When I was like maybe in 1971 on Channel 13. They did West Side Story, and the thing about Buddy was also the control that he had. You know, it wasn't spurts of stuff. He had an amazing amount of control. Whether it was he paced himself, it's hard to tell, but he did pace himself at times, and the control factor was unmatched. You know, and he meant a lot to me. And of course, a lot of guys came into my life. You know, I studied with Henry, who was very good friends with Buddy. They became friends in the 40s, and he met Buddy's parents, and Buddy's parents said that he had never studied with anybody, and he was a true natural. And I studied with Henry, and he had it to a science. He watched how Buddy turned his hands, and that was Henry's teachings, you know, and then you did your own thing. So a lot of guys have been a big influence on me, and I never really wanted to copy, you know, do solos exactly like Buddy and all that. I let that go a long time ago when I was a kid, and there's been so many great drummers, and you know, I grew up in a different time, you know, and it's important for us to do our own thing, get things from people, and then do our own thing with it. But I want to demonstrate something that the control thing that I think that I've worked on, that I'll just show you what I'll do it, and then we can talk about it. Now that little thing that I did, I paced myself a little bit when I played the rim. No strain. So that control thing that was very important, you know, learning when I would copy and just having control. And you can play both ways. You know, don't listen to anybody that you have to just play traditional grip. It's a 20th century model that you can play any way that you feel comfortable with. That control, that whatever I'm thinking I have control over. not overly stressing myself and all that. So I got that from Buddy early on, that control is very important, and dynamics. And so these 3 videos, it's a little, the second one in is probably the first one that I ever did, and it was a little snare drum thing, and it's my homage to Buddy. You know, I mean, he'll always be in my heart, and there's still things that you know, you can do things and then do it in a modern way to the drum set in a solo, whatever solo you're doing, you know, and you can do it in a musical way. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to copy, you know, and that's my little 2 cents, you know, and listen to him. He had a lot to offer, you know, and I'll see you next time on A Clockwork Drummer. All right.